Actually, in college, I was absolutely in love with the sport of wrestling. Mixed martial arts was starting to become really popular. It was starting to be on the TV. It was starting to be something that was popping up on YouTube all over the place, and people were YouTubing fights and checking them out, and just, it was this new phenomenon that people loved. But you know, myself, that I had that one-track mind where all I was focused on was becoming a national champ, and I actually had a roommate in college who loved MMA. He was always on YouTube. He was always going to the library and Blockbuster and renting old DVDs and UFC 1 and UFC 2, the old, you know, those crazy fights that we all, you know, talk about, really pioneered, you know, what the sport is today.
Weighing in at 154 1/2 pounds, enters the cage undefeated from High Ridge, Missouri. He fights
Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren, who I had wrestled with. They had both transitioned into MMA, and kind of started rolling around with them. Kind of started just kind of messing around with it, playing around with it, doing stuff that I had no idea what I was doing. You know, holding mitts and hitting mitts and rolling around, grappling and doing submissions and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of started taking a liking to it and realizing that I was kind of being led in that direction. I knew I still had my goals of becoming a national champ, and I took that into my senior year and really truly believed that I was, you know, doing everything I possibly could to try and become a national champ. I signed with Bellator in September of 2011. At that point, I had just moved out to Vegas, and I remember signing that contract. I remember being there with my manager, right there at Ace's Bar and Grill. We were just chilling, having lunch, and that was kind of where the journey started of getting to this, you know, winning this belt and becoming the world champion, and getting the opportunity to fight a guy like Eddie Alvarez, who was top 5 in the world. You know, so I knew as soon as I signed with Bellator, I had my road set out in front of me. I was going to have 2 quick fights that were going to kind of, you know, qualify me or get me into that tournament.
lightweight world champion
I think mixed martial arts is one of those sports where if you aren't, you know, working your tail off, and if you aren't evolving, and you don't have a very large amount of discipline and you know, and a very strong work ethic, you're going to get left behind. And that's kind of what I pride myself on is being a hard worker and a wrestler at heart.
Oh, good short uppercut by Chandler. Good right hand. Matt Chandler still pouring it on. The guillotine. That's a tight guillotine. Guillotine victory for Michael Chandler. Chandler just is not tapping out. Big right hand by Chandler. Unfettered. Oh, another big right hand. He's hurt. He's hurt badly. It's great recovery, but he's mounted right now. Now giving up his back. Chandler running. That's it. There's the tap, and we have a new champion.
And it's more than just fighting. It's more than just, you know, showing up on a Saturday night under the lights and the fans screaming and you're on TV. You know, it's more than that. God has given me the ability to be able to fight and to come into the gym and on my own 2 legs and punch people with my own 2 arms, and it's knowing that I'm doing, you know, what I've been called to do, and I'm really was put on this earth to fight.
Michael Chandler is Bellator's new lightweight world champion.